Hello everyone, this is Pekka Abrahamsson talking here together with Arthur Evensen from University of Jyväskylä. Say hi, Arthur.
Hi.
All right, good, we are off. And so what we have been building here together with Arthur, as you have seen in our earlier demos, has been something that we call today Open Practice Composer for Essence kernel. And this is a project that we have been undertaking in the past few months, but it has been since 4 weeks since our last demo. And there is a reason for it. And the reason is that we have actually now come up with the stage that we are launching our project out in the open, and we are publishing a paper of it so everybody can get to use it. But maybe Arthur, you will run by now what has been happening since we last demoed. So let's
So since we last demoed, we've been doing the research where we have had the students from the Fuzzy Frontend course trying out the tool and kind of seeing how they deal with the different elements and the semantics and trying to make sense of it without much formal instruction. So we had this paper and some brief talk about the different areas of concern in the kernel itself, and that's all the instruction that people got basically. And
what did the students do when they tried out the demo or the actual tool?
they made graphs, and the graphs look, some
Oh,
of them
looks pretty elaborate.
pretty good, like this one. And let's see. We also saw that they organized the kind of layout in very different ways.
So what did you actually ask the students to do?
We asked them to draw a graph that describes what they did in one specific week of the course. So they're also chosen different weeks, and that's also part of why the graphs look very different from each other. This is a very linear graph, kind of detailing two different main progression lines, so to say. And this one was particularly fun in my opinion, because there was this activity space for next week. So this one had a bit more of the element of time in it than many of the others had.
So maybe we show some new features that you have been developing. So what are the, how does it work today, and what are the new cool features that we have implemented? We don't have many features, but we have some.
We have some features. We have actually removed the features since last time.
Excellent.
Cutting out unnecessary stuff. Part of the feedback from when the different students tried out the tool was that they found it pretty odd to have to click this specific tool to go into the renaming of the different nodes, and several of them said that they would have preferred just to be able to click on the nodes in the same way as when you move them. So I've just shifted the functionality over there. So at the moment, like before, when you create a node, you can give it a name. And previously you will have selected a renaming tool which was located here, and then you could rename it, but now you can just rename it whenever you move stuff as well. Slightly easier to use. Currently we're working on this kind of improved visual representation by different sizes, and now you can also delete the relations, which wasn't possible during the test itself. So at that point they had to, if they wanted to delete an arrow, they had to draw it again, undo.
All right, but that showed that the test was useful. How many students actually did the test?
16 actually.
16 is a pretty good number.
Yes, we're around.
Okay, I think that we feel fairly confident now that the tool achieves the basic purposes that we have set for it.
The students seemed very able to get some sense of the language and use it, and all of them said that they were satisfied with what they had drawn.
All right, not excited, but satisfied with the outcome.
Yeah, so if you just presume 20% to just like to get far away as soon as possible, then we still have a pretty good number.
All right, so if we just summarize, what are the key features that we can do with the system today?
At the moment you can draw any of the elements, and you can make relations between them, so you can make a very simple graph in that way, using directed relations. And if you want a loop, you can just draw the same relation in in both directions for a bidirectional relation. And that's mostly it.
What are the things that we didn't implement? What are the things that are clearly not there yet, but perhaps will be there in the future?
Currently still working on implementing the resizing thing, because as you can see, you can resize when you make a new node, but we want to be able to resize them and moving them around as well. Once that's in place, then we will have most of the stuff relating to the basic visuals done. And
we don't have currently any links to outside world, so we don't have
no links to the outside world at the moment.
we don't have any templates that can be picked up. Although we have now in the system all those things and descriptions students did, but they are not by any means any reference frameworks or anything like that.
The thing with templates is that if the language is there, then you just need to make some kind of basic stuff you can copy from it. So templates are pretty trivial, I think. So we also need to just make some better menus for the saving and making a new method and stuff like that. Then there's the user authentication and basic system around the tool itself in that way.
And when we'll actually launch this? It's going to be next Monday, I believe.
And at that point, it's very launchable.
So June 11th, stay tuned. We will have a very small launch ceremony, so we will actually launch it. So you can June 11th, 2018, I might add.
Will we? I have 2 exams this weekend.
Excellent. So it will be a bit busy week, but let's see if we can make it. We look forward. We are publishing. We will also.
Anyway, we are launching either at the end of next week.
Yes, and we will have. We will archive the paper so everybody can read it. But hey, guys, go try our demo out. We will be sharing here the address where you can find the work and the related material. Thank you for watching. This was Pekka's and Arthur's what?
The thing we lack at the moment to be standards conformant is just the kernel binding. And since the kernel consists of the same types of elements, we just need to make up to find some pretty simple and intuitive way to incorporate the kernel.
The kernel will be incorporated. Thank you, Arthur, and let's see what people react to this. For everybody, stay tuned. Bye-bye.